How's everyone doing? I am live on YouTube because tonight is WWE Hell in a Cell and the pre-show is in a few hours, and there are 8 matches scheduled. One of them's on the pre-show, which is the New Day defending their tag team titles against Rusev and Aiden English, and that match could go either way. And there is also, and then on the main card, there is Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler defending their tag team titles against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. And then we have Ronda Rousey defending her women's title against Alexa Bliss. And that match, we all know that more than likely Ronda Rousey is going to win. Yeah, she is going to win. The only way Ronda Rousey will lose is if a whole bunch of women outnumber Ronda Rousey and help Alexa Bliss win. That's the only way Ronda Rousey is gonna lose. And there's also Charlotte Flair defending her women's title against Becky Lynch, to where we know that match Charlotte Flair's gonna win because she always retains her title against everyone. And there is also one Hell in a Cell match. There's one Hell in a Cell match where it's Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. We know that one more than likely Randy Orton's gonna win that one because he's won multiple Hell in a Cell matches, and this is Jeff Hardy's first Hell in a Cell match. But it's gonna be a good match though. They're both gonna do stuff, especially Jeff Hardy with this Daredevil stuff. But Randy Orton's gonna more than likely win in the end. And there's also a mixed tag team match to where Daniel Bryan is teaming up with his wife Brie Bella against The Miz and his wife Maurice. More than likely, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella are gonna win that match, and finally get back at them for everything they've been doing as Hell in a Cell's been approaching. That match, yeah, more than likely, yeah, they are gonna win, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. And then there's also the WWE Championship match, which is AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. In that match, more than likely, AJ Styles is going to win and hold the title for the rest of the year. But what I want to happen is Samoa Joe to win it, because I'm a huge Samoa Joe fan. I've been a fan of his since he was in the minor leagues and Impact Wrestling. And they both come from Impact, and they both held all of Impact's major titles, including their world titles. But I want Samoa Joe to win tonight, but more than likely AJ Styles is going to retain his title. But I think that Samoa Joe should win the title, because if Samoa Joe doesn't beat AJ Styles for the title, then who is going to beat him? Who will be able to beat AJ Styles? So yeah, and then there's also the Universal title match where Braun Strowman cashed in his Money in the Bank contract for the title, and he chose a stipulation, and then the stipulation was Hell in a Cell. He already cashed that in, and this is the third time that Money in the Bank has been cashed in without the champion being beaten down. More than likely, I mean, if that match could go either way. Roman Reigns could retain his title because he's never lost Hell in a Cell, or Braun Strowman could beat Roman Reigns because Braun Strowman always gets the better of Roman Reigns. But I guess we'll see what happens. I don't mind whichever way that match goes on who walks out with the Universal title. I will be happy with whoever, and then I'm gonna be at tomorrow night's Monday Night Raw, I am looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to SmackDown. And then after SmackDown is the second mixed tag team match, and then 205. And then on Wednesday it's NXT where there is a winner takes all match for the WWE United Kingdom Championship and the NXT North American Championship. Now that's a match I'm looking forward to on Wednesday night to see who walks out with both belts. And I think that maybe one of those belts will possibly be retired, or they'll both keep their identities and be lost separately. And they'll be lost separately, more than likely, because there's NXT that needs that is almost as good as WWE, so that's why they need more belts. And the United Kingdom, well, now there's WWE, the United Kingdom brand. So WWE has expanded to the United Kingdom, so that's one of the reasons why there's a United Kingdom championship. But I guess we'll see what happens. I guess we'll see what happens in the coming week.